Today on Sprague River Homestead, we're answering your top 5 newbie questions about chickens.
Do I need a rooster to get eggs?
Okay, so you don't need a rooster to get eggs. The hens will do it on their own. Pretty much the only thing a rooster is good for is fertilizing eggs, and if you free range, it's good to have them just because they're a good lookout. They're good at spotting hawks, dogs, other predators, but you don't have to have one to get eggs by themselves. Next question?
I recently bought chicks. When will they start laying eggs?
Well, your chicks are going to start laying roughly around 6 months. Some breeds, particularly your sex lynx, will start at about 4.5 months. Some of your bantams will start at about 4.5 months. Something like Beatrice here, that's a speckled Sussex, will go 6 to 7. And your giants, like your Jersey Giants and some of your Brahmas and Cockchins, will go closer to 8 to 9 months. Traditional chickens like your Dominiques are also late bloomers and will go closer to 8 months.
My hens stopped laying. Do you know why?
Well, hens will quit laying for a variety of reasons. If it's in the fall, chances are they're in a molt. If it's in the winter, chances are pretty high that it's a light issue. You can try and trick them into laying eggs by putting a full spectrum light on for, I believe it's 14 hours a day. If it's in the summer months, the big thing is usually you've got a nutritional issue or you've got something like mice or lice. So check the health of your bird first. If it looks like their feathers aren't so very good, chances are it's mites or lice. If they otherwise look good, they're probably just not getting enough protein, so you might want to reevaluate what you're feeding.
In the colder winter, do my chickens need heat?
That's a great question, and one we get a lot this time of year. Unless you live somewhere with extreme sub-zero temperatures, chickens really don't need any heat. We get down into the 20s and 30s below overnight, and our chickens don't have any heat. What they do need, however, is a very strong shelter that will keep the wind and the cold off of them. Whether you insulate that is entirely up to you, but since most people keep at least 3 chickens, as long as they can kind of huddle together, they'll do fine with body heat. Trying to heat the coop is the number one reason that coops burn down.
How many hens do I need for my family?
So that's one of the most common questions that we get is how many hens do you need? If you need roughly half a dozen eggs a week, you're going to have just 2 hens. Hens will put out, at the peak of production, as many as 1 egg a day, which means 2 hens could give you as much as, a dozen to 14 eggs in a week. Far more common, though, is about 5 eggs a week per hen, with them getting down to 2 and 3 a week by the time they're 1.5 to 2 years in. So it does kind of depend on how many eggs you need. If you're looking for at least a dozen a week, you can go to 3 hens. If you're looking to start a little side business with your eggs, you may want even as many as half a dozen. Okay, so that's it for this time on Sprague River Homestead. And those are your top 5 newbie chicken questions. If you've got more questions, feel free to post them down in the comments and we'll get back to you. Or we'll even make another one of these videos. So we'll see you next time.